Hello, Mikale. Good morning. It's me, Gopal from Ireland, Cork. Hope you are doing well. Today, I'm going to meet one of the student here who came from Maharashtra, Pune. His name is Mr. Pranav, and he's going to discuss all his journey, how we come to Ireland, about your course, what are the advantages studying in Ireland, what are the hardship when he was trying to Ireland, what are the plus and minus. Definitely the people who's coming to next year or following in the future, Pranav interview will be useful. Please don't skip the videos and watch completely, you will be benefited. Come, we're going to say hello to Pranav. Pranav, thank you so much.
Yes,
First of,
pleasure.
first of all, I will say thank you for your time and giving the interview for YouTube channel.
Yeah.
My YouTube channel is Hey People, it's Gopal.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. We will go through all the questions. Now, can you please introduce yourself, please?
So, sisters and brothers and all my dear friends, my name is Pranav Vaidya. I am from Maharashtra, Pune, and I am currently pursuing analysis of pharmaceutical compounds in University College of Cork. I have completed my undergraduate in Bachelor's of Pharmacy back in India from MIT WPU School of Pharmacy. So I have come here for the September intake of 2024.
Excellent. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. Very more information. Hi Pranav, tell me, why do you choose to Ireland? Why not other countries like Europe or America or Australia? Can you please explain me coming to Ireland for your course?
Yeah, so the main reason due to which I chose Ireland as a country is that Ireland is an emerging pharmaceutical hub, and it is basically expanding at an exponential rate. So you will find many pharmaceutical companies here, and there is also a good happy job market for all the pharmaceutical professionals and also the people who are like pursuing their courses in analytical chemistry to work here. So that was the main reason for which I chose Ireland. And also if you compare with the other countries, there is a lot of saturation out there. I'm not saying that okay, the competition is less in Ireland with respect to the other countries if you compare, but if you are really focusing on a particular sectors, like it may be analytical background, it may be clinical trials, it may be regulatory affairs, it may be quality control, quality assurance, all these sectors which has a dominant job market in Ireland, then this country is basically very much favorable for your choice. And all these significant parameters were counted during my decision making back home there.
Oh, thank you so much, Pranav. And can you please explain me the course? No.
Yeah, so the course which I am currently pursuing is analysis of pharmaceutical compounds. It is same as like analytical chemistry, and here we basically are taught high precision techniques that are chromatography and spectroscopy. So basically what is the course is all about is that we study or apply our knowledge in qualitative and quantitative analysis of pharmaceutical compounds. In qualitative analysis, usually you basically determine the presence of a particular compound or active pharmaceutical ingredient in a drug substance. And in quantitative analysis, we basically determine the amount or the concentration of a particular compound or a active pharmaceutical ingredient, that is API, in a particular substance. So for this, we basically implement chromatography and spectroscopy techniques, okay, which we altogether learn in this entire course. So aligned with this, I think there are more modules in this course which help you to expand your knowledge, which are biopharmaceutical, or which may be a slight amount of regulatory affairs in that, which also has an important role in formulation. So this is the entire course what is all about. So if any student who is basically pursuing bachelor's of pharmacy or some of the other courses in chemistry, he is very much welcome to basically pursue this course.
Okay, thank you, Pranav. And tell me, why this course? Why? I mean, why, what is the reason behind it choosing this course?
Yeah, so
Uh,
this course is basically, totally subjected to the core subject, which is analysis of pharmaceutical compounds. That is analysis of the components that we, study in chemistry. So it is basically a core subject, what you study in your undergraduate years also. So the main thing is that once you are basically very much, you know, well versed with the conceptual understanding of the core parameters in a particular field, then it basically helps you more to expand your avenues into the industry. So in future, if I want to basically work in regulatory affairs or quality assurance, or it might be any other sector, my knowledge about my core subject will actually help me to understand the process from start to end, whatever happens in the industry. Okay, so this is one of the most this is, I think so, I will say that this is the advantageous parameter for learning the core subjects, because regulatory or quality assurance are basically professions. So this was the advice which was given me back there in India by the people who were working in the industry. So they pushed me to choose this particular course that will basically enhance my knowledge about the core subject. And eventually, when I will apply myself for the job interviews, that will basically help me to get the right position, and also with respect to the longevity of the career perspective, it is very much helpful rather than choosing a confined profession course.
Hi Pranav, tell me about your future plan. After this program of studies, are you going to go for any higher studies, or are you going to do any PhD in your field?
No, for now, my only aim after my graduation is to basically apply for the job and have the industrial experience, because for that basically I have applied to this course just to get much hands-on experience in the industry. Because back then, one of the major drawbacks that I had seen in during my undergraduate years is that there is a very much gap between the industrial perspective and also the academic perspective. So uh, from from that sense, I basically applied for this course to get a hands-on experience through industrial perspective, where you can get the overall scenario which goes on in the industry, and also which will help you to develop a mature perspective to work as a professional candidate. So that's why I don't have any kind of a plans to further expand my studies with respect to PhD or research. But after a few
Years of
years of experience, I may contemplate over this factor to just basically increase my knowledge in the emerging field.
Oh, super, super. That's good. Once you get a job, you have experience, and then do some
Yeah,
master or any research. That's very
yeah.
good. Pranav, can you please explain me what are the eligibility to come to Universities of College Cork, come to Ireland basically? How much you must have good marks, and then any English test needed like IELTS or Duolingo. Can you please explain the
Yeah,
eligibility,
yeah.
please?
So now eligibility criteria for this particular course is that if you are basically from the background of bachelor's of pharmacy, if you are have a background of pharmacy or any chemistry background, then this course is basically open for you. And it is like you will understand the modules more precisely and more clearly, because you can see the other students also which basically come from biotech background or biochemistry background, or it might be some field from from biology, so they are not basically well versed with the concepts of spectroscopy or chromatography, which we had learned in our undergraduate in bachelor's of pharmacy. So that is one of the plus point. So eligibility criteria from my perspective is that any of the science discipline might apply, as long as it is basically having biology and chemistry involved in it. Now the eligibility criteria, the second parameter, which is the English proficiency test. There are two tests, IELTS and Duolingo. So I myself had given both the test, but I proceeded my application with Duolingo because one of the most advantageous aspect or the pros of Duolingo, which overshadows IELTS, is that it is less cost. You have to pay less cost to apply for it, and also you can get results in 2 days. For IELTS you need to basically wait. If you give a pen and paper test, you need to wait for 15 days to get your result, so that might delay your application process. And secondly, it is like Duolingo is more cost effective and also slightly easier than IELTS. So I will basically suggest people to go with the Duolingo to apply if they want their application to be processed at the fast paced. Otherwise, if you are comfortable with IELTS, you can go with it, but you have to basically meet certain criteria of marks to basically qualify for the applications. So for IELTS, I will say the overall grade is 6.5 and not less than 6 in each of the module, which is speaking, reading, listening and writing. And for Duolingo, you need to score 120 marks, not less than 110 in each of the module, which may be production score or speaking score or other sections. So this is the eligibility criteria for analysis of pharmaceutical compounds for this course.
Oh, thank you so much. You are very clearly explained. Definitely the people who are coming in the future or coming years, they will be benefited, Pranav. Thank you so much. Hi friends again. Thank you, Pranav. Now Pranav going to explain about the visa process in India, because the visa process will continue the duration of application, and then the documents. Definitely they need all the documents for the visa, and then the duration waiting period, and then the fees is going to explain for the people who's coming in the future. Pranav, can you please share your thought in this?
Yeah. So the visa process basically is one of the most significant processes, more important than your normal application process to the university, because for this you need to be very much cautious about your documents. So if you now the visa process the total fee for the visa process is 17,000 if you apply for check and verify, and if you don't apply for check and verify, you can process it in 13,000. Now the important documents that I basically will suggest you is that the police clearance certificate. Manage it as soon as possible, because the duration is for the 6 months, I think so. It's validated till 6 months. So better process your PCC in Jan or in February. And the other most important document from my perspective is the financial documents, because if you don't give a clear financial status or evidence to the embassy, they will straight away reject your application. And also one of the third point is that the standard statement of purpose. Statement of purpose is also one of the most important document, where you need to basically explain that why you have chosen this course, and what are your future plans after basically studying in Ireland. So if the visa officer is not convinced enough from your SOP, then that also could be one of the possible reasons for the rejection of visa. So these three documents from my perspective are very much important, because the educational documents, which are like, for example, degree certificate or transcripts or the grade certificates, mark sheets, those are basically involved in your application process, so those will be covered eventually. But for the visa, this financial documents, the SOP and the police clearance is important, are important. And also I will suggest the people for making your application more strong, have a CA certificate, because those will basically cover the additional expenses which may be helpful for you once your course has been done. And it is one of the prime exponents or evidence that you have the sufficient amount of money to stay for more years or stay back in Ireland. So these are the documents in the visa.
Pranav, thank you for explaining the details about the visa process in India. It's definitely it will be very useful. And Pranav, you're coming for 1 year program here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. After the 1 year program, how many years of visa you will get it in the passport to stay in Ireland to try for your job?
Yeah, so now once you get the visa, the validity of the visa is for 6 months, so from August to December. And till then you would need to basically apply for IRP, that is Irish Residential Permit, and that will basically get extended towards till the next December. So after that, the post-study work visa, which Ireland constitutes, is for 2 years. So you will be eligible to stay back here on PSW for 2 years and work. And then for each year you basically need to renew your visa process.
Okay.
That's the rule. Also, one of the point which I missed to tell is that while applying for the visa process, better be very much well versed with all the documents that are required, which are basically essential. So I would like to suggest you to have a conversation with some consultancy or the experts who have gone through with the entire process, because a safe and secure process of visa may help you to get your application processed very much easily.
Okay, thank you. And then there's a very important question, Pranav. When you're coming to the Ireland first time, did you bring any euros with you? Because of course you need a local currency.
Yeah.
If yes, how much you bring and how much it'll help you in the beginning days?
Yeah, so for the safer side, I will suggest the people to bring around 500 euros is sufficient for you, as long as you are carrying a Forex card, because till you open the bank account here, your major transactions are always carried out by the Forex card. So make sure that you have a good Forex card here till you open your bank account. And the cash which you need to basically carry, I will suggest is don't carry more than 1,000 euros. 1,000 euros is more than sufficient.
Okay, thank you, Pranav. And next, coming to the course fee, how much will the course fee? And if it is too high, will you able to pay by installment? And in your course, are you eligible for the scholarship? And can you please explaining that, please? Because this is a very important question to plan the students to come for Ireland.
So the entire course fee is 23,500. So you need to basically pay it in 2 installments, and you will get the scholarship of 2,500. That is a merit-based scholarship. So that will reduce the amount. So now you have to basically pay the fees in 2 installments. So the first installment is like you need to pay 50% of fee before you apply for the visa. So that is also one of the most important document in the visa, which is the receipt of transaction of the fee payment which you pay to the university. 50% of fee needs to be paid before you apply to the visa and before you come here. So you will pay your first installment before your visa application, and the second installment will be in January. So it is up to you whether you basically need to consider the amount of scholarship which will minus the amount from your entire fee in your first installment or last installment. It's up to you. You may consider it in your first installment also, or you may consider it in the second installment also. But in first installment is I think so you pay before you apply for the visa, and the second installment is in the January, where you need to pay the remaining amount. And also there is a bench fee which you need to pay, 1,000 euros, which you need to pay after you come here.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for explaining about the course fee. Hi Pranav. Do you like to work here while studying? I mean, regarding the part-time job. Do you find any part-time job?
Currently no, and my current focus is basically too much on the course.
Very
So
good.
I am not basically thinking about part-time job right at this moment. I wish, or I'm planning to do it after November. So the thing is that the first semester, or the initial months are basically too much hectic for this course. So if you can basically manage your part-time and your course, then that would be good. But if you're not able to manage the part-time during your course, then I will suggest you to basically apply for the part-time job after December. Okay, it depends upon your course to course. So like, now the thing is that part-time is a challenging aspect here, because a lot of students basically apply for it. And it depends, it's also a luck factor also, and also your profile. So uh, from my friend's perspective, okay, if you're living in a city, it will be more challenging for you to search part-time. But if you're slightly living outskirts the city, you may find a part-time quickly, because the competition is less, and many of the people basically the saturation is concentrated more in the city rather than the outside places. So otherwise, with respect to competition, I think so it is very much difficult. So sorting out the part-time early is also necessary if you are planning to do the part-time here. And also you need to basically fix the hours, because it might be the condition that you will not get the part-time as per your terms and conditions. You may have to do night shift, or you may have to do day shift. So as per the owner, or as per the demands of the job, or as per the dynamics of the shop, your part-time will be decided. So before applying, basically contemplate over the parameters, like whether you are basically able to manage your coursework, able to manage your entire day, or able to basically dedicate that stipulated amount of time to your part-time job. So if you can fulfill this aspects, then I think you may go with the part-time initially when you come to Ireland. But also I think so PPSN is required to work in Ireland. So unless and until you get sort with PPSN process, you are not eligible to work in Ireland. So before applying for part-time, make sure that you are clear with your PPSN, and then apply for the part-time.
Okay, thank you, Pranav. And it's a good point you mentioned. Most of the people, they try in the city.
Yeah.
That is valid point. Seriously, I didn't think about that. If you're staying tiny bit far away,
Yeah.
15, 30 kilometers away from the
Yeah.
college, you are getting your part time is much easier.
Yeah,
Thank you
so
for.
it's like the situation is like there are more than 200 students in the university who will be basically together will be applying for a single job. And if the
Yes.
jobs are only 30 or 20 in the city,
Yes.
how can all 200 students will
Yeah.
be accommodated?
Yes, yes.
So that
Thank
is
you.
the fact here. So
Fantastic.
accordingly basically you need to have a good research, and also expand your network
Yes.
before you apply for the part-time.
Okay, thank you, Pranav. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Hi, Pranav. Thank you. And after your course, what is your job availability or opportunities in Ireland? Are you going to work in Ireland? If it is in Ireland, why Ireland? Why not other European countries? How much your yearly pay? And can you please explain your thought on this?
Yeah, so after the course, you may land up into the job avenues like quality control sector. It may be a research analyst where you need to basically carry out the analytical method of validation, which constitutes the checking of where we carry out the qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis for the compounds to check the efficacy and the potency of the drug. So quality control, uh, analytical R&D is also one of the sector where you can work as a scientist, and also quality assurance or respective fields like regulatory and clinical trials are also open. But to apply the knowledge of this particular course, quality assurance or whatever field are basically related to laboratory coursework, where the chemists are majorly involved. Those jobs are basically more close towards towards analytical field. And the major, I mean, the minimum pay scale here for the freshers is from, I think so, 38,000 euros per year, and it will go up as per your experience. That will rise at the exponential rate. So the most pros I can say, or the advantageous point in this course, is that we fall into the critical skill parameter here. So the jobs will be more on high demand, as per the pharmaceutical sector is concerned.
Okay, thank you so much. So you mean the course what you study is high demand at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
that's a
yeah,
valid point.
yeah,
People can work on this. They can come to in the
Yeah.
future
yeah.
years.
Also, I would like to suggest for the students who are basically taking a gap for 1 year, like if they have completed the graduation or in 2024 at the current moment, and they are basically planning to apply for 2025 intake of September, I would suggest them to have 1 year experience in the industry, because that will expand your knowledge with respect to industrial operations, and also you will be more mature enough to apply for the jobs here. Because from my experience here, our entire course is also amalgamated with internship parameter. So you have to do an internship for 6 months from April to September, on which you have to present a dissertation to the university. So that time, when the recruitment process starts, the people are basically searching for the students who are very much aware about the job profile, what they are basically going to apply.
Yeah.
So having a good amount of experience back in your home country will open the doors of it might be job or internship with in easier way. So you will have a hassle-free process in
Yeah.
that process. So that is one of the most major points that I feel here is very much important.
Okay.
So having experience is very much necessary, because the dynamics of this field may change in the upcoming years. You don't there is like uncertainty is everywhere,
Yes,
to be
you're
very
right.
much
Yes,
factual enough.
I guess you're
So it is very much important for the people to keep on updating themselves, whether it would be carrying out the online courses related to your field, or it may be a physical experience in an industry. That will definitely help you to
Yes.
basically crack the interviews, or also to be a standout student here.
Yes.
Because what I have learned is that updating yourself, updating your LinkedIn profile every now and then is very much important, because competition, it is not the case that the competition is less here, even though you are it is a pharmaceutical hub.
Yes.
You have to be a standout student in the country.
Okay, thank you. And here I have one question, Pranav. When you have some 1 year experience, either working or internship,
Yeah.
that will help in the scholarship.
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
Your experience doesn't basically help you in the scholarship. Your
Okay.
academic performance may help you to
Okay.
gain the scholarships.
Okay. Okay.
Here, the experience you will have in your home country will only help you to get job.
Okay. I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your
Yeah.
thought. Thank you. Thank you. I Pranav, can you please mention about the pharmaceutical companies in Ireland?
Yeah, so the major pharmaceutical companies in Ireland are Regeneron, Boston Scientific, Thermo Fisher, Eli Lilly, Pfizer, Abbott, uh, and there are many more basically. Uh, so it depends upon the availability of the job also, and the dynamics of the company and the recruitment process. Depending upon the job profile, basically a candidate is been selected here. So before applying to any of the company, you should be very much well versed with the JD, the job description, and also your own experience, and why basically a suitable candidate for that particular job profile.
Okay.
So
Okay.
depending upon that, they will take the decisions and offer you the position.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your thought. How are you, Pranav? You're tired?
No, not at all.
It's going on. Again, thank you so much for your
Yeah,
time.
pleasure.
And just mentioned you're coming all the way just for interview. I really much appreciate it.
Yeah, it's
Thank you so much. Pranav, can you please tell me your accommodation? How difficult you find it? Or it was easy? Or how do you plan it? I just want to know.
okay. So the actual scenario, to be very fair and square, is that accommodation crisis is real in Ireland. So you need to sort out your accommodation before coming here. If you have not sorted your accommodation, then at least for the temporary basis, book any hotel or any hostel here. And once you land here, then again search for the accommodation through the networks and the websites. But it is very much important for you to sort out your accommodation before you land in Ireland. Because the thing is that it is like the properties are too less, and the accommodation is in high demand. So uh, I would suggest that you could basically apply through uh, Facebook groups, but don't rely on each and every person, because there are a lot of scams happening here also. One of my acquaintance recently has experienced one of the scam. He didn't get trapped in it, but it was good that he basically got to know that it was a scam. So it is very much important to basically build up a network before you come here, and through that you can see whether the accommodation is legitimate or not. Before applying to accommodation, I will suggest the people to ask the landlord or the owner to give you the air code, EIR code, which is basically similar to the pin code which we have in our country.
Yes.
So it basically navigates the exact location where
Yes.
the property is located. So that will help you to recognize whether the property is legitimate or not. Secondly, you should also ask the owner to view the property. If he is refusing to view the property, then 100% that will be a scam.
Yes.
Also, you should not pay the deposit if you have not ticked this previous parameters which I have basically explained of viewing the property, and also finding whether the accommodation is legitimate or not. Because once you pay the deposit and also 1 month rent, then you are gone, because he will basically disappear after that, and you have no other uh, you know
Way of finding.
way of finding
Yeah.
there will be only regret in your hands.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
so be very much particular. These all things have been suggested from the seniors to me, so
Yes.
that only those are the things which I'm basically sharing with you
Oh,
all.
you're right. Thank you.
So make sure about all these parameters, and also many people will suggest you the site called Daft. So the actual scenario of that site is that even if you apply, you will not the landlord will not reciprocate to you. The thing is that the landlords have 200 applications already before you
Yes,
apply.
you are
So
right.
if you are lucky enough to be in the list of top 10,
Yes.
then he may call you to
Yes.
view the property, and you have to go and view the property as per his demands,
Yes.
because immediately the second person who is willing to pay the deposit is lined up after
Yes,
you.
you are
So
right.
if you miss the chance, then
Yeah.
you are going to miss the chance to apply for the property.
Yes.
That's the real scenario. So even if you apply on daft, it is very much uncertain that the landlord or the person will reciprocate to you and offer you the property or call you for the viewings. So the thing is that the people who are coming here, the best thing is to apply through the students portal, which is embedded in the university site. There you can get some properties, and you can basically email the respective landlords and then get the information from there. Otherwise, if it is not possible from student portal, you can basically search the groups which supply accommodation through Facebooks or on internet, but make sure that those are legitimate,
Okay,
because
okay.
scams are happening
Of
on
course, it's
mass
everywhere.
basis.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
People waiting
But
for to
yeah,
cheat somebody. Yeah.
but I suggest that if you have some connections here, then take the help from those people, at least to basically view the property. If you have find some or the other, or you might take the help from those people to basically try to find the property for yourself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it will be easy, because finding the property from India is very much difficult. Once you land here, it might be slightly easy,
Yeah.
because you can commute to view the property, but it is very much difficult to basically see the book the property from India.
You're right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Thank you so much. Pranav, are you foodie? Do you
Yeah,
like
definitely.
what kind of food do you eat?
I'm a literally fond of South Indian food more.
Okay.
Those, like, me and my father share same likings, so I can live on South Indian food for months.
Oh, very good.
So
Yes,
it
very good.
is like I miss those dosas and idlis very much here.
Okay.
So otherwise, I enjoy street food, or typical, like, I also enjoy Italian food.
Oh, very good.
And also, one of the, like, the major food that I miss is the Maharashtrian food, and it involves all the delicious items like puranapoli, or the modaks, which we have during the Ganapati festival back in India. So the Ganeshotsav is one of the famous festivals which we celebrate in Maharashtra.
Yes.
And it is celebrated at a mass level, and modaks are very much on high demand on that particular season. So I miss this Maharashtrian food a lot here. And the thing is that when you come here, you have to basically prepare the food by your own. So it is like that time you actually understand the value of your homemade food
I agree.
and also the food which your mom makes.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Till then you're basically overly dependent on your parents and all those things.
Yes.
So when it comes to food, I literally miss each and every dish that I
Okay.
enjoy in India.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Like in Marathi, we call foodie people khawaiya.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
How do you say?
khawaiye.
Kavaji. Okay. Okay.
There was a show, Ami Sare Khawaiye, from Prashant Damle,
Okay.
on Zee Marathi.
Okay.
There he used to prepare a lot of delicious recipes and
Okay.
instruct the people how to make those recipes.
Okay.
So like मराठी लोकांना खरोखर घराची आठवण येते इकडे येऊन. हे तर मी
Fantastic.
100% तुम्हाला म्हणजे हमी देईल या गोष्टीची. म्हणजे ती दिवाळी असो किंवा गणेशोत्सव असो, आपल्याला आठवण येतेच.
Oh, fantastic.
So like you will miss the festive seasons back in India.
Yes.
Currently I'm basically very much
I'm
being
sorry.
homesick when I see the reels.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But again, it's good for your future.
Yeah.
It's only short period.
Yeah, it's like temporary,
Yes, I
thing.
understand. Yeah.
But those are certain things which the people will experience at the initial days.
Yes.
Also, you need to basically acclimatize with the weather conditions, and also make sure that develop yourself to get acclimatized with the food habits here. So because once you like land on a different country, you need to basically get used to or update yourself according to the conditions of that particular country. So here, if you can cook very well, then I think so the vegetarian people have no issue. But if you're hardcore vegetarian, then you may find slightly difficult to get adjusted with the conditions. Because the normal Irish food is non-veg.
Yes, you're right.
So you will not get much options even if you go to McD or Subway or
Yes,
these
I
restaurants.
agree. Yeah.
So it is like if you are like good at cooking, then you may manage, but uh, it is like the people who can manage both non-veg and veg, I think so it is not that much challenging to basically sort out or figure out about the food restrictions here.
Okay, thank you. When you say the climate issues, do you prepare back home regarding your clothes, jacket, those things, or did you buy it here?
For the jacket, I will suggest the people that you can come here and buy the jackets.
Okay.
You can carry some hoodies or pullovers from your home,
India.
okay, or the few jackets which you may find comfortable, or
Yes.
which you may find it easy to carry.
Okay.
But the thing is that whatever cost you have to pay in India, the same prices are here.
Okay.
So I will suggest you that you can get much better quality of jackets here
Yes,
as
because-
compared to India.
Yes.
So it is basically worth investing here to
Okay.
buy 2 or 3 jackets rather than carrying it from your home country, because there is no that much difference
Yes.
in cost.
Yes. Yeah. I can understand, Pranav. You're very health conscious. Is that
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. How do you manage your health conscious? By eating? Do you do exercise?
Yeah, so I'm very much particular about my eating habits. So I consume less acidic food normally when it comes to dinner time. So you like the weather conditions also dominate your entire body functioning. So for that purpose, I basically um, you know concentrate on the nutrition content more than the amount. So also about the exercise is like I like to do I practice yoga.
Oh,
So
fantastic!
yeah,
Fantastic.
so on alternate days I manage to basically practice yoga. So yeah, balancing both these aspects is essential for me.
Oh, very
to-
very good, Pranav. Very good. Thank you for the update. Hi, Pranav. How you doing? Do you
I'm
feel
fine.
it's a long interview?
No, not
Yeah,
at all.
not at all.
Because the fact is that
Yeah.
talking about my hobbies,
Yeah.
I am a stage actor.
Oh,
So
okay.
back there in India, I used to have performed in plays, and also I used to perform some monologues. So I am used to delivering long monologues.
Okay.
And
Cool.
for that continuous practice is required for speaking or anything like that.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
like I'm not stressed up to give log interviews.
Oh, fantastic.
So-
Can you explain me what is it monologue? Is it?
Monologue is kind of a soliloquy where a single performer performs the entire script.
Okay.
It is like, for example, if you take a monologue of Hamlet or soliloquy of Hamlet, then To Be or Not to Be is a famous soliloquy where an actor basically expresses the entire emotion about a script.
Okay.
So that is one of the example for the monologue.
Okay.
So only it's like the dialogue is between two person, and monologue is single-handedly covered by a
single person.
yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So you have lots of talent, boy.
No, it's came from my hobbies, and also my family background is very much attached with arts and humanities.
Oh, very good. Very good.
So yeah, my mom also is a Kathak dancer.
Oh, very good.
So
Very good.
and my dad also sings. He's a
Oh,
singer.
okay. Okay.
So yeah, the genes definitely have a bigger role
Of
to
course,
basically
of course.
apply.
Oh, super. So I'm very good. Your parents will be proud of you.
Yeah.
Of course. And then Pranav, tell me, do you have any local friends in your college or in your class?
Yeah, I have few local friends who are from Dublin and also a few from the Cork. So it is very much important to have those people because they are basically very much aware about the current situation about the country. so they may guide you. So don't be in a quandary or in a dilemma that okay, these people will not accept us, or they will not be our friends. Be open to each and every person, because you never know who will be basically be turned out to be a helpful parameter for you in the future. So I will suggest all the people to basically mingle with each and every person who you will meet here. And I think when you have been migrated to other country, it is very much important to have your local network also strong. So fortunately, I'm basically trying hard to go approach the people, have extend the hand of friendship, and expand my network. So yeah, till now I have gathered 10 to 15 local friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's very good. The way you're explaining, you're very good, Pranav. Yeah, your friends
Thank
are
you.
very important. We never know who's going to be our hand,
Yeah.
helping. Fantastic. And what do you do free time in Cork after your college?
Free time, like now it is like it takes 1 hour for me to commute from college to my accommodation.
That's your
So
transport. How
yeah,
you're managing in transport?
so transport is like the bus is the only way to basically commute.
Hmm.
So from here I need to take the bus from Grand Parade or South Mall. These are the two basic spots from where
And
my
then you from there you get another bus, or do you walk?
yeah, from there you can get the another bus.
Oh, okay.
But it also depends upon the frequency of which bus you are basically traveling.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the people needs to keep a track on that also.
Okay.
But yeah, my commuting actually consumes more time.
Okay.
So like for in a day, I think so if I take the time of commuting, 2 to 3 hours are basically invested in that.
Okay.
So after the college, when there is a free time, I basically like my time is invested in cooking, and otherwise completing the assignments and homework and all those study things is common to everybody. But otherwise, like I like to basically practice my free time in meditation or reading something, or like I also do sketching. So if I have time in weekends, I basically invest that particular time in some productive activity or recreational things,
Oh,
if I
well,
have a time.
yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, only thing, the major time goes to traveling, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Clear.
like in midweek, that you have basically swapped up with all the assignments.
Yes.
So the major work goes in studies.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. And can you please explain me your monthly expenditure, like how much you pay your rent?
Yeah, so currently depending upon your locality, your rent will fluctuate, also your property. But currently I'm paying 800 euros
Per month.
per month, excluding bills.
Okay.
So yeah, it depends, as I said, it depends upon the property and also the location. You might also find some properties where you may have to pay less than this, but it is difficult. So it is like my rent is 800 euros per month. And now to be very fair and square, my major expenses are basically invested in traveling only, because like I need to travel for 4 days, at least 4 days, to the college, including my practical sessions and also the lectures. So like on the basis of that, I need to use my leap card.
Yes.
So topping up the lip card and managing those basically amount
Yes.
for the month is essential for me.
Of course.
Otherwise, the other grocery expenses are basically student dependent from my
Yes.
perspective.
What do you want?
What do you
eat?
want? What do you not want? So if you are really hardcore non-vegetarian, then like if you are having non-veg all day, or like chicken and all those things, then might slightly your expenses will rise.
Of course.
Or if you are vegetarian and if you are basically managing by cooking the entire meal or in only one at a time, okay, for the entire day, then it will also save your time also. And also it depends, like you have the entire schedule that what you have to cook in this week. So depending upon that, basically people buy the groceries and cook.
Yes. Okay.
So for me also, it is like groceries doesn't basically go much higher.
Yes, yes.
But the other parameters like traveling expenses or the utility bills or these things basically
What are
count
the
more.
utility bills you pay?
Utility bills are like, now we are living 8 people in a house,
Okay.
so the utility bills are divided among those.
Yes.
So yeah, it's divided among 8 people.
8 people, yeah.
So it will go till 30 or 40.
Okay, that's okay. And then
It depends upon the consumption.
of course, the winter is coming
Yeah.
now. It may go rise now. And do you have your own mobile bills,
Yeah.
internet at home?
Yeah, so those internet Wi-Fi bills are basically included in the
Okay.
utilities.
Okay.
But if you are basically now, you need to top up your data for
Yeah.
every month.
Okay.
So it also depends upon the the SIM which you have taken.
Yeah.
So currently I'm using Leica SIM. So per month, I need to basically invest 10 euros to top up for 28 days. So on it's depending upon you, the plans will change.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, that is also like, these are the other miscellaneous expenses
Yeah.
which you basically
Yeah.
need to consider when you have to make a financial quotation for each and every month.
Okay. Do you eat outside? Do you have any your restaurant the way you like it?
Yeah, I seldom eat outside.
Okay.
Not all the time.
Okay.
Because sometimes it also happens that I need to skip my lunch.
Okay.
Due to the practical sessions, or if I want to go home back very early.
Okay.
So that time I basically either I will prepare my breakfast and bring it here, or I will have a heavy breakfast. Otherwise I basically avoid eating outside, because also to save money, that is one of the most important factors. And
Also the health conscious,
Yeah.
we don't know what they're putting on.
Yeah, that is also thing. And see, the thing is that you will get bakery items more here. So also like the health conscious parameter, yeah, I'm not really fond of bakery items too much.
Okay. Okay.
So like eating bread every day can't basically be suitable for me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why I prefer homemade food.
Very
And
good.
also
Very good.
like if there is no option, or like I have a hectic day, then I will basically manage to eat outside.
Yes.
Otherwise then yes, I have a pre-prepared meal from my house.
Okay. Okay. Very good. And tell me, do you have any insurance here? Did you any?
Yeah, insurance, there is I extremely sorry, I forgot to mention this particular point during my visa applications. Insurance is also one of the most important documents that you need to sort out. Study and Protect is one of the insurance that I will suggest everybody
Okay.
to apply for, because that is country specific.
Okay.
And also that is required for the immigration process also.
Okay. Insurance means how many years you needed?
For 1 year.
For just 1 year. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so after that you need to again renew it.
Yes. Okay.
So for 1 year it is fine,
Okay. Okay.
but that is important document.
Important documents. Okay. Okay. And I think we are coming to the end now. I'm sorry for taking long time from now. Can I tell me people coming in the future years for
Yeah.
next year, or the
Yeah.
people in the coming, what are the advice or guide you give them by your experience? What is your thought on what?
Yeah, so if you are coming to Ireland, so the major thing that I will basically suggest to each and every student is that be very much prepared to be independent, first of all. Get out from your comfort zone. Secondly, it is very much important to study the entire country which you are moving, to understand the culture of the country, to understand how the people basically are, what is the nature of the people. And also one of the most important aspect, that whenever you are applying to any course, understand the job market which is currently circulating in that particular country. So if there is no job market in that particular country, or the situation is not basically compelling to your course, then it is not worth coming here for just the sake of degree. Because even though you have a promising degree, or if you have a promising background back then in your own nation, it also depends upon the country's recruitment dynamics, so I will suggest the people to research about the course which you are applying to any university very well before coming here. Whenever you do applications, please expand your LinkedIn network. Search the people who have carried out the course in that university previously, ask them the questions, understand the pros and cons related to that particular course. Because from my experience, I will tell you, I had also applied for toxicology course in Galway, and one of the seniors who had already carried out that course suggested me that your plan is pursuing the masters in toxicology. The course is very good. Also you have the plans to go into the forensic sciences in the future, but the market dynamics are not favorable for the particular course. So when it will come towards applying for the jobs, you may have to struggle a bit more harder, or it may be the condition that you may end up having no job. So understanding the dynamics of the job market is very much essential before applying to any course. And secondly, also understanding of which course you're applying. So it is like, don't fall under the trap of peer pressure, that okay, my friends are applying to this course, so I will go to that course. No,
Very good, valid point.
that is not the case here. So for instance, if I tell you that if you're a biology student and if you apply for the course of bioinformatics, and if you have no knowledge of IT or computers, of coding, and eventually or suddenly if you come here and you have to learn all those concepts, then it will be very much difficult for you.
Okay.
So just this course is in high demand, or this market is in high demand, so let's apply there, and we will get settled. This should not be your perspective, or this should not be the aim. Your primary aim to come in this country should be education, learning new things, because that is only thing which will foster the sense of dedication, discipline, and also I think the maturity in you to be basically a good professional individual. Okay, so from that perspective, your main aim should be education, and on that basis you basically should choose the course which will also your course should be basically aligned with your undergraduate. Okay, pure sciences people should apply the course accordingly, chemistry people should apply the course accordingly, and engineering should apply the course accordingly, which will basically help your previous knowledge to your masters. So just don't fall under peer pressure and just apply for the course just because the people are applying here, and okay, this is in high demand, so let's go there. So understand the job market very much clearly. That's it from my side.
Okay. Thank you so much. No, you have included lots of valid point. It will be benefit to people who's coming here. Thank you so much, Pranav. I really say very best of luck for your future.
Thank you.
And
Thank
your
you.
studies
Thank you
and
very
your career. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Definitely, friends, Pranav definitely gave lots of information. Please use the information, and if you have any doubts or if you need any help, please email me. Hey people, it's gopal@gmail.com. Either your studies questions or you need any accommodation queries, I'll definitely help you. If it is study matter, I'll talk to Pranav. I can reply on you in the email. Okay, once again, thank you so much all your support, and also we say thanks to Pranav. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.